Hunger's a terrible thing, you know. My belly's rumbling like a bleeding volcano. And the way things are going, we'll never get back home. More than 2 months since we have left St. Pete's. He has frittered and squandered for hundreds of miles now to ground in the capital city of nowhere. And he has had plenty of cash. More than plenty. But wherever we go, he has to come on like a millionaire. Hey, Osip, run along and book me a room, the best in sound. And make sure you order me a 6 or 7 course meal. You know how I can't digest cheap food. Be different if he was somebody else. But he's just a jumped up clerk who hasn't jumped up very far and has fallen flat on his face. He meets a stranger. Out comes a pack of cards and he's done it again. That's the pattern and I'm sick of it. Really, I'd rather settle down in the country. There's not much excitement, but there's not much trouble either. You find a woman, lie down by a stove, and eat hot pies all your life. Hot pies. Tell you the truth, you can't beat life in Petersburg. So long as you've got the cash, it's the height of civilization. Theater, opera, dancing dogs. They've got the lot. You saunter around market stalls and they call you Honorable Sir. You cross on a ferry and you find yourself rubbing shoulders with an army official. Or an army officer wearing a golden medal will tell you anecdotes of life under the canvas and the meaning of every star in the sky. Or you may find yourself kissing the hand of an officer's wife. Or a pretty parlour maid will serve you salted cod. And there's never a crossword, never a dirty look in Petersburg. And if your feet are getting frayed, just find a cab and sit back like a lord. And if you've got no money, that's all right. Every house has a side gate. Just nip through and you've done the vanishing trick. But this is different. 6 or 7 course meals each week. Fasting unto bursting the next, like now, it's all his bloody fault. His dad sends him the money, but does he save it? No, he's out on the razzle. Cab rides, theatre tickets, rings on his fingers and bells on his. And next week he sends you down to uncle's to pop his new tailcoat, worth 150, but he pawned it to raise 20. And why? Because he's skiving off work, that's why. Because he should be in the office totting up government accounts. But instead, he's swanning down the boulevard, down a black street, into a card game with the devil, a couple of vultures, and an octopus. Only if your father could see you. You may be a civil servant, but he'd civil servant your bum for you till you couldn't. But knowing you, you just play cards standing up. God, if you could only grant me some cabbage soup, I could eat the whole of Russia, with Japan for afters.